dangerous. I know Frontline, sometimes they can look a little bit shaky, especially on defense if they're just giving up the ball too much. So if Cloud9 can capitalize on that and have a good midfield, then
Yeah. But yesterday, Farah was hitting aerials.
The airbus.
Double
True.
touch.
Aerials.
Yeah, man.
He was flying.
He did a fast aerial, then he steered and hit the ball into the net. We were
Uses
losing.
drift.
Turbo said,
Yeah,
I
man.
think he just bound his air roll button for the first time yesterday. It
So
was
Cloud9 could be in trouble. They've never faced this iteration of Frontline.
exactly. It
Well,
looked like
Farah's
Farah was the
aerial.
only player on the team that was actually able to do those solo plays, and that was, completely unexpected. But here we are jumping in to game number 1.
So who do you think needs to have a good start here? Who does it matter for? That's a
I think
decent
Frontline needs a good start.
You think Frontline
Cloud-
needs a good start?
Cloud9 seems to me that they're a team that can always come back.
Uh-huh.
Even though PSG, or Frontline, formerly PSG, has had like the stigma that they reverse sweep a lot, I think Cloud9 is a team that does really well at any point in the series.
Yeah. The most consistent team in Rocket League. They're off to a decent start. That's a very
really
nice
good
shot.
Bump from Tormat.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Clearing
be
out
very
the
hard
good
to reverse sweep Cloud9 again, particularly in a best-of-7 format. So I think Frontline need to step it up, get a good start.
We talked to Torment yesterday about their DreamHack Valencia game against PSG at the time, now Frontline, and he said that they were just running into Chaussette, saving everything on the goal line. Is that something you've noticed, Rizzo, when you play against Frontline?
Yeah, it's you'll get like one of those weird post bounce off the crossbar or something, but somehow he reads it and flings it across the map. Like you'll be ready, it's like no way he reads this, and you end up going, but he's already pre-flipped to it and it flings somewhere. So
Yeah.
We saw that interview with Farah as well after that series in DreamHack, and it was that famous line he said of, what changed? How did you reverse sweep? And in my best Farah impression, he's gone, "Oh, stop taking my boost! They're taking my boost!"
That is a very interesting impression.
Thank you. That is picture perfect. You can line that up with his voice in that clip.
By far near perfect impression.
By far near perfect. Thank
what
you.
a save. That was a full team passing play. Farah nearly scored. But I don't think there was enough of an aerial component to that. I want to see Farah really getting up there.
And that is hard too. As
Like
we
you said.
he needs to jump 30 seconds
yeah,
before
yeah.
to hit the ceiling.
Like if you see him flying in at near ceiling height, he probably started flying a minute ago.
I just love the way he tilts his car back, and he really everyone else can just double jump if they're in the air. He has to get momentum and just angle it up.
Oh, it's a
hit
thing
supersonic speed.
Thing of beauty.
I love it though. And I think he's taken it in his stride as well. The Airbus.
Oh man, Farah's such a great personality because he gets. We're all ribbing him for just having funny looking aerials, and then he's just laughing. He takes it. It doesn't get him down at all.
One of the things is Farah's a really smart player too. You can really talk about what's going right, what's going wrong in a game with him. Like he might not have the best mechanics, or people joke about his mechanics, but when it comes to actual decision making, he seems to be pretty solid in that aspect.
And surely the fact he's now full-time Rocket League is just going to amplify his skill.
Well, he's already hit a double tap.
yeah,
Straight away.
He's in those training packs.
he'll have time to learn what aerial does.
He said it himself. He said, "I think that was my first ever double tap," and he was happy with it.
Yeah, he almost scored 2. Oh, that was almost a very gimmick goal. He loves just driving into the ball. Nice and close. Somehow nobody's there.
A lot of back and forth since his first goal here.
It's like classic Frontline, back and forth.
We saw that as well against Barcelona in a recent online series. It was just boomer mode. Both teams in their own half, like volleyball, just banging it back and forth, waiting for someone to stuff up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
Is that a shot
There
set
it is.
dribble?
There you go.
He actually brought Farah into this with a fake. Look at that. He just went up for a redirect, and he's like, you know what, Chaussette, I'm just going to leave this ball so you can dribble their whole team.
What's interesting there is I saw Torment pull out of goal a little bit further than I would expect him to.
Yeah.
Normally I'd expect Farah to be similar to Chaussette and kind of hoard the goal line.
Yeah.
But then he actually pulled out a little bit, and then Chaussette capitalized.
I think Chaussette's mentally broken C9 after their last series where he just was all over them. NRG as well. He just stepped up. No solo plays. They're deadly.
He's actually, for the first time in a while, looking consistent because he was so hot and cold for many events. You would do so great at one, and then the next one, he would just be invisible. But DreamHack Valencia just a month ago, and now beyond the summit, Chaussette's looking good at both.
We said it yesterday to bring up a random Yummy Cheeseman S stat that I think he's one of the best goal line defenders, pre-jumps, off the roof, stuff like that.
We had a lot of
He's a
yummy
freak.
cheese manisms yesterday. He said Gimmick is one of the best turners in the game.
The turners.
No, he
Yes.
said one of the fastest
The
turners.
fastest turners. I didn't know about that one personally.
Yeah.
Is there a stat on that?
I mean, Justin's pretty similar. I think it's like the proficiency with drifting.
Yeah. Oh,
If you look at how Justin and Gimmick play, they're almost always drifting when they're turning.
Yeah.
that's true.
I just hold it in the whole time.
Yeah.
What we
Slide
said-
everywhere. Got ice skates on when I'm playing.
The other reason Gimmick is so deadly is because he's always moving. Like, that's why he has to turn so fast, is because he's literally always moving.
Kinda
You
like
almost
that.
never see him not moving.
Yeah. Do you think that gets him in trouble in defense sometimes? Because we saw Torment in this game driving off the goal line. Then there was nobody back for a Chaussette dribble, but sometimes Gimmick does that. I think sometimes he just wants to go fast. Did somebody own goal this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, fair.
Give him a break, guys. Come on.
I think it gets him in trouble if he didn't have Torment.
Yeah.
Torment's so solid that he's okay to do it. That's why Cloud9's like team composition is so unique.
Yeah. I feel like Gimmick sometimes doesn't even know why he's good. You asked him yesterday.
I don't
"Why are you
think
at
Gimmick
Squishy?"
thinks.
Yeah, why are you good at 2v2 with Squishy? He's like, I don't know.
think
We
Gimmick
never play. We never play twos. Squishy doesn't play ones. Do they play Rocket League? I don't even know. Oh,
Even Squishy saying yesterday, he's like, we never expect to win. We hope we can win. We never think we'll win.
Yesterday, when they were playing in the rock paper scissors tournament, Cloud9 actually wanted to lose,
yeah.
but then they made it to winners final.
Exactly.
But then they kept
winning.
on changing what they're throwing. They didn't figure out, well, if we just go throw the same thing, maybe other teams will figure us out. Well, I think Torment wanted to win, right? He wanted to. See, he was carrying.
Torment was on the same
Torment
page
wanted
with that too.
He was carrying. Like, Squishy or Gimmick would accidentally win a round, and then Torment would win on purpose. He's keeping them awake longer than they wanted to be.
I was super impressed with Kronovi's mind games yesterday. He was holding up signs like, this rocks.
Yeah.
Like, I'll throw rock. And he went rock every time.
You see his last one. He he
Yeah,
mind
he
gamed.
faked
Who's
the
it? He
scissors.
faked scissors.
Fruity, I think.
Or it was
he-
subliminal.
I think it was Fruity.
He like showed scissors or
Yeah,
half scissors
as he
to
was
Fruity,
sort of
and then
tossing it
Fruity's
down.
like, oh yeah, that's a thing, and he threw scissors.
Yeah.
Is that borderline cheating?
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like that's fine. It's fair game.
We had the rules like listed before we started. There's no
Yeah.
rule against mind games.
Because he did this before the start signal, so I think it's all fair.
And then we
Alright.
saw
Yeah.
Chicago go for the
The squid.
squid,
Yeah,
which
the
Rizzo
squid.
commented on Twitter.
the patented squid
I didn't know about that one.
He just lost all hope.
from
I think. He just-
elementary school.
So yeah, Chicago pretty much threw paper against scissors and just covered. He just turned it into
I
a
thought he
squid.
thought he'd won. I was like, that's brilliant.
It was. It
He
was.
didn't
awesome.
even know the rules.
It nearly fooled me for a second because he
Yeah.
just instantly covered his hand, and I was like, "What?"
I think it's
What
like
has
when
he
you
done?
when you throw sand at someone's eyes, you're just there to confuse
Yeah.
them, make them think they lost.
No, I liked it. But Cloud9 taking the first game here.
Oh, it's going to be Manfield night, though. This is where the series turned around at Valencia. We had Chaussette saving a flip reset that Squishy attempted, and
Do you
then he
remember the
dribbled the
map?
whole team. I mean,
You-
this is
you
my
remember the
favorite map, so I remember.
Oh, okay.
And I was casting this, so I was like loving, Manfield night.
I still don't know the difference between Manfield and DFH when I play
Oh,
on it.
what? No way.
I don't.
DFH and Manfield
Honestly.
are
I feel
not
like
even
the only
similar.
map name I know is DFH, but
Yeah.
well now I know Manfield because
This is Manfield night. I mean,
but I'll
every,
probably forget.
The only-
every single
Wait, this
one
is
I
night?
cast, this is Manfield.
The
It's
only
Manfield night,
standard
yeah.
map I
So
know
does Seaford,
is
looks like.
Champions Field because it's like obvious, and you have the announcer as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you've got the lights, or the floodlights around here.
Yeah.
That's what confirms the night.
I feel like this is
variation.
everyone's free play map, Manfield night, or a lot of people's.
It's just like so good. I mean, I commentate all of my show matches in this just because I never get tired of it.
Yeah.
But let's see. If Chaussette can get a nice save into a full team dribble, maybe they're going to have a similar outcome. Oh, hold on a second though.
Okay.
Oof.
That's a lot of
coming out.
explosions.
Oh, my.
Did
Torment
the
with the
double
mind games.
demo thing get reverted, or is
No.
this
Still,
that's
still
in
has
the game?
priority. Yep.
Priority demo?
Yeah.
I love
still
watching.
think-
I love watching Jesse streams when
Oh,
all he does is
man.
try and get priority, and he just as soon as he demos something, he's like, "I've got priority. I've got priority. Let's go!" Like he's gonna win the game now. It's such a big thing
Yeah.
for him.
Oh man, I get so triggered that when I just run into somebody and I die.
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep forgetting it's a thing.
Yeah, so do I. I do it all the time.
You're just like, oh nice, I'll just like get a double. We'll both die here, but it's fine. Wait. And then he scores.
I'm pretty sure I did it yesterday to Turbo, and he said close one to me
Oh.
after he killed me.
We talked about Chausette's quick chats as well, Rizzo. Have you been on the end of any Chausette nice shots or water saves?
There was only one time, and it was at Worlds. Was that at London or Vegas? I don't remember which one we played them at. But I don't even remember what happened exactly, but I remember him saying like great pass or something like that.
Oh, yep.
And
Cheeky.
I was like, I said, I don't think he meant to press that. And Jake and Crow go, nah, he's toxic.
Did that affect you guys mentally? Did it get in your head?
No, not me. I mean, I thought he was joking still. So.
You can't take him seriously, like, because he's such like a timid guy and so, you know, quiet. And then on the field, he's just spamming quick chat. You miss an open net. He's nice shot, nice shot, nice shot.
Oh, what a save.
Yeah, we thought the broadcast had quick chats on or chat on, so we were spamming quick chat in our
Yeah,
energy
it did
series.
in the first series.
Is it not on anymore? I think it was on yesterday.
Oh, did you see our quick chats then?
Yesterday, I think so.
They were spamming it in the
Oh,
energy.
yeah, okay.
We
Yeah,
can't
they
see the
turned it off
chat.
after us.
We kind of like it though, as long as you
I
use
love
the
it.
quick chat. Like it's you know, it's a bit of personality on the pitch.
3 minutes of stalemate.
There's been some pretty close shaves. Oh, that's
Oh, here
a
we
decent
go.
setup.
Ooh,
Oh,
there we go.
It's pretty
it's
nice.
a really nice setup. by
Like how he just
Squishy.
hit it with his bum on the way up
Yeah.
there.
The butt
Like he
shot.
could have gone for a little flip reset or something. He's like, whoop.
That's well read by Gimmick as well. Knows exactly where to go.
Now,
That was-
Jarzo, I have to ask, what's it like being a host on, what is it, the CJ show?
The CJ show. It's pretty good.
Yeah, good fun. Good co-host as
I
well.
thought you'd know, seeing as you're my co-host.
Oh, really? I think we got the better 2/3 of the show here. Oh,
Wow,
no,
everybody's
okay.
getting roasted this weekend when they're not here to defend
Exactly. I
themselves.
literally tuned in this morning for 10 seconds and James goes,
Immediately.
oh, well, CJ and Johnny are having a sleep in. They'd rather be drinking coffee. And I was like, come on, James.
I did enjoy my coffee.
It was
He's
nice,
right.
though.
It was a good coffee.
It was lovely.
It's kind of rude of you to insult the remaining 1/3 of our show, CJ.
That is true. I think you'll love it. Ooh, nice save.
This is primed to be a repeat
Yep.
of their Valencia series.
We were actually talking before we got on the couch, and we've reviewed this matchup before on our show.
Yep.
So we kind of know we knew what to expect. It seems like it's going pretty similar. Like,
What-
especially that first bit of the first game where they were just like going back and forth.
Yeah, so basically the last series,
What a save.
Frontline just had no
Wow.
pressure. They had no one upfield. And when Frontline are playing well, Fruity's sitting downfield, he's getting bumps, demos, and obviously Chaussette with the solo plays. But I really think Fruity's the catalyst when he's downfield and he's just trying to get that extra touch in or a weird touch that the defense isn't expecting. That's when they're pretty good.
So we need more ball chasing from Fruity.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Just go nuts.
Yeah,
So-
when Fruity's popping off, being a monster, that's when they're doing well.
So if
Seems
Yummy
like.
Cheeseman is listening, just,
Just slap
rip
him or
off
something.
Fruity's headset and start yelling ball chase. Apparently that is the solution.
Or maybe, yeah, rip off his headset so he can't hear his teammates and he's just turning on everything.
I mean, they're probably speaking French anyway, so he doesn't know what they're saying.
What's nice about Summit is that coaches can actually be in the room,
It's very
and
nice.
it's like it's the first chance I've had at a LAN actually talking between games.
Yeah.
What
and
do
that
you,
was really nice.
not to give away any of your strategies or any of the
Or feel free to give them away.
secrets, if you want to. But like, what are you looking to do? Because obviously you don't want to do too much, or you don't want to
Right,
get
because
them
there's a
get
possibility
inside their heads.
if you do too much, your playstyle changing too much makes your team uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But most times, like after the first game win, I just made sure to point out what I thought we were doing right. We had a little small discussion, like keep doing this, keep doing that. And then after a loss, it was like, all right, what was lacking? Maybe what were we doing bad? Most of the time, it's what we're lacking. So like we just talked about a few things. Like for example, sometimes it could be need better boost management, need more passes, need
Go
more
for more bumps,
comms,
something like that.
need more bumps. It's
Yeah.
like normally it's something we're lacking.
It's just something like quite simple and like not too specific in like general.
Yeah, it's more something like we can have a conversation about, and then
Yeah.
they can incorporate in their own play style, right? Because I'm not here to tell them exactly how to play. I'm here to tell them where I'm seeing holes
Yeah.
and where they can interpret it and bring it into their own.
And do you find it hard to look like in behind them on their monitors and stuff instead of like watching obviously the fly cam or the stream stuff like
It'd
that?
be nice if I had my own monitor, because I mean I don't know if you could see it, but I was trying to pace back and forth to see everyone's
To
point
see
of
everybody.
view,
Yeah.
and that's pretty difficult. Because if I'm on one side, like Jake is on the right side, if I'm trying to watch him, but all of a sudden I need to watch what Chicago's
Oh,
doing,
yeah.
I have to
You're
like
running back and
I have to
forth.
go like
Yeah.
It's
back.
a workout for him.
Yeah.
Jake passes to
Yeah.
Chicago, you see Jaza sprint across.
You should get one of those trolleys that like slide back and forth.
yeah.
The cameramen have.
It's not as difficult when the computers are aligned because I can kind of stand behind Rizzo and look at all three. But since they're angled, I can't just stand behind Rizzo.
Yeah.
Because I've done it in like the practice room before, where I like stand behind them.
And who's the hardest like teammate to periscope to watch from behind? Who's like never paying attention to the ball?
Well, no one really. Well, okay, so Chicago actually takes his camera off the ball a lot, but that's because he trusts his two teammates. Whenever he's like going back for boost, he'll kind of look where he's going. Yeah, he'll look at boost pads.
He's like, forget the ball. I need boost.
So like when he'll turn back, I'll normally go and turn towards Rizzo or Jake's camera, but that's not because Chicago's just not paying attention. It's just
no, it's okay. He's not here. We can just roast him.
That's a quick one.
Well, but it's not even a roast. I think it's good that he does that because he's looking where he's going, so he can path correctly to be available in case like the ball moves back.
Oh, gimmick, where are you going, man? Get in the goal.
I'm not sure why he sort of crept out there.
I've seen this so many times though. Every time I watch Cloud9, there's always going to be like one goal where Gimmick's just slightly out of position in defense.
Oh, he's got a bomb!
He's squishy.
2 goals. He's done it on.
Does he know it's a best of 7? He probably thinks.
Yeah,
okay,
he's like, right, it's time to turn it on.
We have to win now.
He's just like.
Well, this is what happened at Worlds against us. We got 2, and then they just start popping off.
Oh, that was such a good series. That was maybe the best series of RLCS Season 7
Yeah, that
Worlds.
one was scary.
Wow. It was scary.
I'm sure Frontline don't try and do this, but I don't know if it's like they've got nothing to lose now and they just go for it. Like Fruity starts actually ball chasing because why not? What else can we do, you know?
So what I was listening to earlier was that Frontline now have Yummy Cheeseman with them.
Yeah.
They've never had a coach before. Right, so now they have Yummy who can be in the room, and that's something that they didn't have last time they played Cloud9.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Yummy.
But I feel like Yummy can be like Fruity. Go at the ball chase, please do something.
Yeah, Rizzo, what's your perspective
like
on the coaches behind helping out? What do you think
the
benefits are?
Be brutal. Be brutal. Act like I'm not here.
Well, let me think I'll get back to you on that.
No benefits at all.
What's your experience with it? Like when Jazzo comes in, he's like, guys, you're wasting so much boost. Can you stop that?
No, I mean it's definitely a good thing. I'm joking, obviously, but I think it's just something we'll have to get used to because every now and then he does it in like scrims where if we're trying to figure something out, he'll be like the third party kind of or fourth party, I guess. But yeah, but besides that, like I don't think we're really all that much used to having.
Well, because like when we were scrimming before, I wasn't on the room, so I didn't want to like get in the habit of saying things in between games during scrims.
Yeah.
Because then it gets them in like a false sense of security where I'm there and I can talk to them in between games. So like I would only say something like every once every few games or something just to like put them back on track.
But now you're saying more in scrims because you can go behind them.
Yeah. Every now and then you gotta untilt Chicago and then we're back at
I really think it's got to be more mental than ability because Rocket League players, they know how to play the game well enough that really the mental game is something at least that I've, in my experience, is a lot more, unreliable.
Especially in like any series or whatever. Like these aren't best of one, so
you
have like a long time to play third, and if you just kind of, I don't know, if a few things don't go your way and then it kind of just ruins your mental, then you're kind of screwed for the rest of the series.
I mean, I've heard some of the less experienced teams in the past, like they'll lose one game and then they'll be talking about like roster changes or something. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's got to be EU then, because I've never heard that.
You can just like come back. I mean, your job is to win this series, win this tournament. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I feel like
all this stuff
a lot
in the middle
with
of the tournament.
RLRS teams or bubble players as well.
It's like crazy. That's something that I think a coach or a manager can really help out with. Just make people or help players focus on the task at hand, which is just win this game, win this series, win this tournament.
Yeah, like any important series where, like if we're down 3 goals and there's 10 seconds left and we're about to get swept, we're still playing for that 10 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta just.
And then if you lose, then you can be mad. But like
after that you can start like having a discussion about what went wrong or maybe like what changes you want to make on the larger scale. But obviously right now, Cloud9 Frontline, they're just thinking, let's just win this game. Let's just keep our heads in this.
Like Cloud9 is definitely still like ready to win this game.
Yeah.
Like, even though they're down 3 goals. They say they have 2 minutes.
They'll be thinking, we got 1 goal, we're back in it. Like they're such an experienced team. There's no way they've at this point thought, we need to stop wasting boosts. We need to do this. We need to. They're just thinking, let's just score.
Is abysmal at the moment. Like those first few goals, I'm not sure.
I think Cloud9 would benefit from a coach because like I don't think they really talk a lot. Like, for me, if I were to like think in the head of Cloud9 right now, I don't think they're calming as much right now. Even though they're still trying to win, they're down 3 goals, and knowing the players, I don't think they're actually trying to. Oh, that was a good shot.
Wait, did he hit that again?
No, he didn't really get it. The last one.
Well, let's see. Maybe
Yeah.
you gotta maybe
I
you
thought
gotta
this was
fake
Farah.
it. Nah, he didn't get it.
Wrong F.
That was nice though.
I
You
think
thought it was Farah. No,
Farah
there
gets
was,
his second double tap
there
ever.
was a massive amount of air roll there.
Yeah.
Come on, CJ.
I just think every cool play is now Farah after yesterday.
Yeah, man. Farah is the man.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very good game for Frontline, but we saw Cloud9 yesterday lose 7-1 to the Bricks, and then they shut them out for 2 games in a row, pretty much. So this
could be
probably
very
isn't
similar.
too bad for them. They're just thinking about, well, let's just see if we can level out. And
What can't
start
this man
next game
do?
strong. Look at that.
Look at him.
Get
Look at him
on
go.
Johnny's
Tornado.
1v1 stream.
Just annihilating.
Farah, please.
You know, Farah he's played a few 1v1s on my stream. I think one of them was a loss to Jesse 3-0.
And that was his last game.
Yeah, Farah used to be, I think he was, well, I mean, back when there wasn't that many Rocket League tournaments, he played a lot of ones. He was a ones main, shall we say.
Ooh.
Oh,
There's so many
The
good
dreaded-
French
Dare
1v1ers.
you say that?
the dreaded ones main.
Oh, here comes a ones main right now.
Oh! Yeah, Chaussette, he used to be ranked 1 in 1v1. Pre-season 1.
Preseason.
Yeah, I still remember watching a Marky Duda stream where he did, 24 hours trying to get rank 1, and that's back in the day where
Oh, I
you would
remember
get
that.
like +0, +0, +0, +1. Like you're on the proper grind.
Yeah.
And then he was finally, 5 points away from rank 1. I think maybe Scrubkilla had it. And he ran into Chaussette, who at the time was probably 5th or 6th. And he's thinking, oh, points. This is it. If I win this game, rank 1. And he lost. He was so mad.
Minus 15.
But didn't he keep like telling him to snipe him?
He
Marky
yeah.
was like, keep sniping me like I want to win, or he invited him and played privates
Wait,
with him,
he
and
told
then he kept
Chaussette
losing.
queue up again, but Chaussette didn't want to. But then he agreed, because Chaussette's on PS4, so they had to get a private lobby, and they played ones in a private lobby. But Marky was so tilted, and he, at the end of a 24-hour stream, that he actually just started losing, and he was just broken.
Yeah, I
He was a
remember
broken
that
man.
was like the drama back in the day.
Yeah, those streams were
That was it.
fantastic. I mean, it's stuff like that that really got me into wanting to make 1v1 a thing, like cast 1v1s, because they were just so interesting to watch.
Yeah. She said it's 6-0 now for Frontline, and we talked to Torment or Squisher, I couldn't remember yesterday, that said this always happens to them sort of thing. They have this, these blowouts sort
That
of
was
games.
Torment, yeah. He said they played the worst they'd ever played
And
against Bricks 7-1.
So do you think that like this might be a strat? Say if you're down a few goals in a series and you can't come back, is it better not to try and reveal your strats or try and change stuff and just completely change it for the next game to try and surprise them?
That's definitely something I can see Cloud9 doing, just throwing away a game, letting them score a bunch, and let them think that they're
A false sense of security.
Yeah, exactly. And then Cloud9 just come out playing really solid next game. That's something I think that they would do. Knowing them, they kind of mess around like that.
Okay.
But it's also like a kind of a strat to win. So
If they're
yeah,
if they're
What
like
do you
probably
think, Riz?
Well, I feel like usually when there's a blowout game, it's mainly because like that team who's behind is trying to get a goal like really bad because
aggressive.
they're pushing forward.
So they're down 2 goals. They're like, well, we need a goal anyway, so we might as well go for it. Like if you lose the game, then whatever. You're already losing the game.
Yeah.
So if you lose the game, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just commit to everything.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's lots of discussion going on in the Cloud9 room of what to change for the next game. Lots of input
Lots
from all
of talk.
players. Squishy is tapping his foot slower than he was before the last game, so
Uh-huh.
maybe he's calmed down a little.
Well, Torment did say yesterday when they do get blown out, all he says is, "Well, this can't get any worse." That's it. So let's just
We'll
reset.
find out. I mean,
and see what
6-0,
happens.
it could technically get
I want to
worse.
back Cloud9 into this game because I think this happens a lot. They'll just come out swinging.
Yeah, they do. They rebound well from
Yeah.
getting crushed. There we go. The plan has been revealed.
Yeah, there it is. We found it.
Demo.
Chase him down.
I feel like that's such an
This might be a
easy thing to
Oh.
suggest. Like when a team is losing, I hear people suggest, oh, maybe they just go for more demos so often.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, that's very situational. You can't just go for more demos across the board.
that's
and
something
hope
that's
that
been
it turns
said.
it
I
around.
mean, you definitely can, but like, you just have to be mindful of what else is happening.
What are
but
you,
like,
what are you doing to the
sometimes-
team?
Sometimes when you're like playing, you don't really think to go disrupt the other team. You're kind of just thinking like, oh, I should just rotate back. When a lot of times you do have opportunities, but you don't realize it. So when you say, maybe we should demo more. It helps you to like keep mindful of.
So it's more, don't be so worried about rotating back immediately.
It's
maybe
more
look
so
for
like
another option.
It enables you to like
Yeah.
be more aware.
Yeah, see the other option in bumping besides the rotation.
Some players I feel like are always in that mode. Every time that they end up in front of the ball, they'll just immediately look for a demo or a bump or
Yeah,
a boost
that's
steal
Bluey.
every single
Bluey.
time, or receive a a pass, like anything, as long as they're still involved in the play.
Well, I think Rizzo, you're one of the best bumpers in the world. And
Bumpers.
I don't think
Bumpers.
I don't,
Is that a yummy
if that's a
cheese
good
wrap?
stat, I think that I don't know.
Yummy.
Do you realize how annoying it is and how mentally? It's more a mental thing sometimes. Demos like you'll be in the opponent's say forward half and they'll dummy you and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm getting back." Like, why would you do that? But it's more a mental thing. Like you're just in their heads.
It's something to think about.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
we'll discuss it.
I play G2. I'm thinking about Rizzo. Like, where is he? Is he behind me? He's coming up.
Coming in full speed. That's when you start shaking.
That's a really nice shot, by the way. That angle.
Huge dunk.
Cloud9 coming back.
Cloud9 is playing a lot more solid, which is kind of what I expected if they made
Oh,
a
that's
dirty.
pretty good. What a recovery.
He's feeling it. Come on, Farah.
Do you think there's any pro players who get really, really particularly mad when they're getting demoed in tournaments? Because obviously when people are playing ranked and
Yeah, it's more
somebody gets
frustrating in
demoed-
ranked.
Yeah, when,
I
when
don't
you're
know
playing
why.
ranked, everybody's getting so mad at demos. I really wish I recorded like some gameplay sometimes because people are just getting so furious when you demo them.
Yeah.
But in tournaments, I don't know if that's as much of a thing.
The player that comes to mind is Corrupted G.
Does he get mad at that?
Yeah.
Really?
It's something he'll voice.
No
I
way.
mean, it's not like I've been in comms with him on stage, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I couldn't tell you either way, but I know from experience. So like, come up to me after a series, after like we played him or something, like he'll just be mad that we're bumping so much. So it's like,
Why is he doing that?
Oh man,
It's weird that people think it's like bad manners, stuff like
Yeah.
that, because it's literally in a game. It's not like soccer where you just slide tackle someone.
Yeah.
It's against the rules. Like you just demo as
The
many people as
go-to
you
is
want.
people are just saying, you can only score with bump. That's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
you have.
Well, sometimes that's how you have to score.
They get so furious.
Especially these days where the skill gap's so close. Like demos opening up the play is huge.
Because everybody, or well, I mean, most of your plays, like 90% of your plays get red anyway. So
Everyone's so fast at recovering as well. It's hard to sort of
Yeah.
keep pressure.
I think for a while G2's had one of the most success with bumping. I think there's like a statistic in season 4 where like 60% of bumps led to a goal.
Really?
Or like 60, like there was a certain area of bumps.
That's interesting.
So it's definitely something we've realized is good.
I would love to see more stats like that. Like
I was about to
bump
say,
accuracy.
can we get some more random stats?
Yeah, imagine if there was a timer. Like you can tell when somebody's looking for a bump. Like they go driving off and hunt down
On the
opponents.
hunt.
Imagine if there was a
Average
Time
time to bump.
spent on the hunt.
Yeah, time spent on the hunt. You could have like conversion rate, like time spent on the hunt divided by the amount of demos they get. See who's actually the most efficient
Bumps
Yeah.
per minute.
bumper.
But Rizzo, you
BPM.
bumps per minute.
Rizzo, you demo a lot of people. Are you actively hunting for it, or is it more you're rotating out and you're looking for something along the way?
Yeah.
Be careful what you say.
I mean, it's a little
no.
bit of,
Bit of this,
a little
bit of
bit of
that.
everything. Yeah.
Giving up our strats.
Bit of
I
A,
see
bit
you,
of B.
CJ.
Yeah, I'm trying to extract.
CJ's trying to get
information.
strats for Montreal.
Yeah, I should have isolated Rizzo, not brought Jarzo on, so we could force it out of him.
Meanwhile, there's been this is a pretty good game for Squishy, and Chaussette scored a banger of a double touch over here.
Yeah.
So there's probably somebody on Reddit who's furious that we didn't tell them about that when
Yeah.
it happened. So we apologize.
Those people without eyes that are just, what are they doing?
I don't think Summit is the stream you want to be watching if you're
No.
listening to a stream like a radio.
It's like a radio, yeah. I kind of like the radio casters though. I think there's like some Brazilian casters that do that, like every single
play
play.
like-
And that's
Yeah.
kind of a
Heavy
nice
play-by-play.
little contrast. I don't mind it.
Yeah, but if that's what
Compared
you
to
like, this
this.
is not for you.
Yeah, compared to this where we're just talking about the time spent on the hunt.
BPM. That'd be a great stat though. There's so many like potential stats in Rocket League that I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Which would be the better BPM, boost per minute or bumps per minute?
Oh, bumps per minute, of course.
What would you call boost
Well,
boost usage per minute?
It would be
BPM.
it'd be a lot more interesting to
That
see
is
bumps per
terrible.
minute, but boost per minute is more useful. I feel like.
Yeah. That's a thing on Octane GG or something. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I don't
sure
know how
I've
they
seen this.
even calculate that.
Yeah, like boost
They
usage.
do a few different calculations. Like they show you their average boost level throughout the entire game.
Yeah, and like your small boost pads picked up, big ones stolen.
They show you
Oh,
total boost
stolen?
usage.
Yeah, they can see you big ones stolen. Actually, have you looked on?
Is it just like taking one from their side, or if a player's about to grab
I think
one?
it's just taking from the other
the other side. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, imagine we could calculate how. Yeah,
Yeah.
stealing a boost.
Okay, that makes
just
more
nipping
sense.
in front of somebody. The other site is
I think
it calculate.gg that does
Yeah.
this. You can see like where your positioning
Hmm.
ranks next to your the average people at your rank.
I think Calculated has one of those replays thing. Replay
Yeah, you
things
upload a bunch of replays
where
and then
it
tells
shows like the
you the graphs.
it's like a 2D replay or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Oh
I think
yeah.
ball,
yeah.
ball
Or
chasing
it's a very
has that.
low
Ball
bid.
chasing
Oh, it's
has
ball
that.
chasing.
Yeah,
Yeah, ball
ball
chasing.gg.
chasing. Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah.
there's two of them. I think Calculated has it
Oh,
too.
they both
they
have it?
both do it. Mm.
That's so cool. Yeah. I don't know how people.
I think
come
the
up
more
with this stuff.
information, the better for that sort of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I love
By the way, just
That
for the
is nice.
stream, people are listening. Cloud9 did win.
They did win that. In case
called
you
it.
were
Just to
unsure
clarify.
which team was which.
yes, the
Pretty
blue
nice.
team.
The blue team. It's good that they put Cloud9 on the blue team. They still got blue
See,
in their logo.
Fair
Farrah's
and
wearing
Fruity really into the game, and Shaw said's
I think
Shaw
Shaw says
said
on
on
his
Twitter.
phone,
He's
like
playing
he's
mobile
tweeting
Fortnite.
like these teammates, man. I'm sick of them. Gonna
LFT.
carry it.
With
Yeah,
Yummy in the
LFT.
room, I would like to see them talking more. But
Yeah, maybe Yummy is
Well,
talking.
Fruity
now.
might not
Maybe
be able
it's
to, Fruity
saying,
might
yeah.
not be able to understand him.
Yeah.
Fruity.
Yeah, Fruity.
Yeah.
His teammates.
Because they're speaking French.
Oh,
Yeah.
but Yummy doesn't speak French.
Not yet.
Well, who knows?
But everybody speaks Australian.
Yeah, baby. I think Jarzo says every.
Maybe.
My mind just exploded.
Getting back to the stats real quick, Jarzo says every week, Rizzo, he's like, I swear to God, if there was, a stat for bumps, stuff like that, if that was more appreciated in the game, Rizzo, you'd be the best player in the world. maybe not that,
Well,
but
no, I've said
you
it
know.
before. Well, okay, so we had pretty good statistics for Worlds. Like, we had the highest average player rating, but it was by a recent, decently close margin with Vitality. But if stuff like bumps were counted towards player rating and other things like that, we would have blown him out the water. Because the only reason Rizzo was last on the team was because he was 0.2 lower
Because he was on the hunt.
because he was on the
Oh,
grid.
yeah, I spent a lot of time on the hunt.
Yeah, if
man.
you're constantly on the hunt and your team are scoring because of it, they're getting all the assists and the goals, but you're getting nothing. No
Yeah,
in-game credit.
I've said that a few times where I feel like
Score doesn't
the
matter.
in-game scoreboard, it doesn't actually reflect
No, it doesn't.
a
at
lot
all.
of what's actually happening in the
Off
game
the
or
ball
the
stuff.
contribution.
Or if you do
Yeah.
a really sick pass to one of your teammates and then he
Yeah,
does
and
a
then,
mediocre
like
shot
Chicago
and
passes it
misses.
to JNabs, and
yeah,
then he finishes
they
it.
hit the
so-
bar, the other guy scores, you've just lost all your assist points just
Yeah.
because your teammate can't hit the shot.
The same as well, bumps and demos don't give any points. And
Zero.
um,
Imagine if the
keeping
scoreboard.
possession, anything like that.
Yeah, what do you? That's
2
actually
points, I guess.
turnovers. Yeah, if you hit the ball and the next color of team to hit the ball is your team, you should get points.
Yeah, I was saying that. Passing, just a connecting pass,
Yeah.
little bit of points, something like that.
Oh, that would be so good for ranked if this was a thing. People would then be trying to farm
Yeah,
those
just
points.
for their points.
Keep
They
the
have
ball.
rewards if you pass the ball.
Yeah, yeah. See if you can hit consecutive shots at each other.
Imagine if Sonic's actually put in a on the hunt.
On the hunt.
And say if you're driving in line, in behind someone, an opponent.
The graphic
You're on
just
the-
comes
you're
up.
You're on the hunt.
On
If
the
you're
hunt.
in line with
And
them,
you get
trying
to go
chase them around.
faster.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
yeah.
Oh,
like
Because you're
a-
tailing them.
Yeah, tailwind.
There's a bit of a tailwind.
People would be furious because then they're going supersonic, but you're catching up.
Stop it! You're jumping as he's
People would get
driving
so
behind
mad.
That would be
There's actually no
brilliant.
way to escape that.
you. You gotta flip or something.
Oh, I
that
wanna
would
see
actually
that.
be the ranked meta.
That'd be
No,
That'd be
so
so
fun.
good.
It's just like a shark
Yeah.
photo. Someone's on the hunt.
There's so many other really, really toxic stats for gameplay. Can you imagine if there was an average speed? At the end of a game, it shows who was the fastest player.
Who's
Oh
the
my
slowest?
Everybody would be zooming around.
Yeah.
We lost, but I was the fastest player.
Yeah.
So
You
clearly
don't
it
want to be
wasn't
the
my fault.
slowest.
Fastest player and highest points. That's it. You've just confirmed you're the best player in the lobby.
And that's how it works, right? Higher number means better.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's been a couple of kickoff goals here over the past few games. And that is over the kickoffs. I don't know if we get a stat on the amount of kickoff goals compared to normal goals, but I feel like that is increasing as it's harder to score in general play. These kickoffs where teams perhaps aren't practicing as much on, honing in their kickoffs.
Yeah.
We've done kickoff practice before.
Well, that's because I feel like it's kickoffs is kind of like a bump. You're taking one person out of the play on each team, so it's much easier to score a kickoff
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, and they're low boosts on everybody for
Yep.
just a moment.
Obviously, we see C9 do the
Oh, well
fakes and
done.
stuff. Rizzo, have you thought of any interesting strats? Don't give them away, but
We have a couple.
any unique sort of ones? Or
I mean, there's not many.
Well, there's
like I said
one-
before, we basically just try not to get scored on, like
Yeah.
on kickoff. Like that's
There's one that we do in scrims that we actually haven't tried in competition yet.
I'm not going to ask which one it is, but I want to see, the
It's-
2v2 demo kickoff. That is what I want to see
What's
in
funny
3v3.
is, Johnny, I'll tell you this. It's
Yeah.
one that we've discussed before.
Okay.
But we had been doing it in scrims before we discussed it.
Also, it wasn't my genius that led you to do it.
No.
That's what you're saying?
I'll tell you, it was Chicago's idea. Chicago's the proponent
I
for
think
that
he's the only one who can do it too.
one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, at least on our team. Like, it's when we're in a certain position that Chicago can do it.
Oh, yeah. I really want to see the kickoff where you just fake it on the diagonal, demo the guy who's cheating on the other team, and that just leaves your
2-on-1
dude with
yeah.
in the corner with an open, or free shot. You're in a 2v1.
and then your other teammates on the hunt.
Yeah.
On the hunt.
I've seen it in 2v2. You can actually, like, demo the guy cheating and then continue running and demo him again on spawn, and your other teammate's got a completely open net. It's
Yeah, that probably
hilarious.
happened in a Jesse stream.
Yeah. It's brilliant. I love that strat.
I love how like that's a good strat, but people still complain. Like the air dribble bump and stuff like, oh, you can't defend it. It's like, well, just who cares? It's a good strat.
Yeah, it's good.
I
I love
like
it. It's so all in. It's such
Yeah.
an aggressive move. You got to respect if somebody does it.
Yeah.
They pull it out.
Cloud9
Yeah.
here.
Chelsea got it once in the series.
So the
That was
last
the
goal,
one game they won, I think.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah. It's like I think any goal where you can get your opponents to stop thinking about, okay, let's just get right back into the next kickoff. If they're like, oh, they're thinking about that goal because it was like a really great mechanical play or has a bump component basically. That's got to be a good thing. Or a mind game. You do that, then that's got to take someone out of the zone for a little bit.
It's Cloud9 here, 2-1 up with 30 seconds. If they do win this, that'll be the series.
And they would be in
The upper bracket.
upper
tomorrow.
bracket. Well, they would be seed number 1 for this group, which confirms they progressed just like G2 did earlier today. And they would face a
Second seed.
second place team. Well, you guys will actually play Frontline here. Should they
We'll
lose
play
this?
Frontline. The Frontline.
Oh, wait, Frontline win
beats-
their next game. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
We still have some more matches to go till we know
Yeah,
our
there's the
matchup.
loser finals. Frontline will be heading there.
We still have four more matches to do
Yep.
after this. So
So this is great for Cloud9, great for NA Rocket League, 2 top seeds. That's locked in already.
it's another tournament where NA does really well.
Yeah, doing well. Oh,
That
Carol
was close.
nearly had a scare, but
Oh, yeah, you see Norman's face.
She's like, oh,
that says it
boy.
all. But they get the job done, 4-1, just like you guys versus Dignitas earlier. Good stuff for Cloud9 and G2.
Couple of 4-1s.
I just have to wait and see if NRG and Rogue can step it up and continue the NA win streak.
Is that a 4-1 to NRG?
Could be.
Did you guys notice that yesterday we had one of each outcome in our 4 matches?
Oh, really?
We had 4-3, 4-2, 4-1, and 4-0.
Wow, I did
Wow.
not notice that.
And then like at Worlds, it's just game 5 everything. Like
Yeah.
last game of the series.
What do you guys think about best of 7 group stage compared to best of 5? What's your...
I think best of
Thoughts?
7 on any LAN is better than best of 5.
You think so?
Especially well, Worlds. It'd be nice if all playoffs was best of 7. It'd be nice if DreamHack had best of 7s for qualifying matches.
Okay.
I mean, when I saw that Summit was going to be entirely best of 7s, I think we liked it. Like,
Yeah.
we all got pretty excited.
Works well for you guys.
See Torment coming in behind us, getting set up. He's here. He's here and ready
Took
to
me a
go.
minute to get in the chair, but I'm here.
Welcome.
So congrats on the win, first of all. That's guaranteed top seed for the group. Are you just glad that you got that locked in so you don't have to play the loser final later on today?
Yeah, it feels really good. Like, we came into the day knowing you're basically guaranteed at least top 6, but you obviously don't want to go straight into the losers bracket, so it's really nice to have that and not have to really worry about that. But we know that it's possibly a tough matchup anyways. Like, I think Energy and Vitality are both down there, possibly becoming the 2 seed to play us, or Dig. It could be any of them, but it's always a tough match no matter what.
And we talked about it yesterday with the blowout games that you guys have. And I said I think they're going to win this next game after, I think it was a 6-0 loss in one of those games. Is this like a strat? You just throw the game away and then just you come out swinging in the next game?
It's a strat that we don't mean to do, I guess. Well, I remember I actually brought it up. I'm like, it's like the same situation. Like, same situation as yesterday when we got 7-1 by Bricks and
Can't
then won
get
the
worse.
next two. Like, it doesn't really matter. You just forget about it.
Yep.
And brand new game. And we came out with a different plan because it definitely didn't work. We gave them too much space, and Chaussette with the ball was just too dangerous. So we just had to completely change what we were doing, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys talk a bit after that big loss?
Yeah, we did. Because we knew the biggest problem was
You don't have to
basically-
expose your problems if you don't want to.
It's a strat. Well, it was just our problem against them specifically. It was just giving them too much space, basically.
Yeah. Interesting.
Quick talk, fix some stuff. I mean, you guys closed it out pretty easily. So
what's on the Cloud9 plate for the rest of the day? Are you guys just gonna hang out, like look back at games, figure
I'll
out?
probably watch the matches of the potential team we could play.
Oh yeah,
And that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're done for the day.
awesome. Yeah. So NA's been doing pretty good today. G2 of course got a 4-1 win in their series as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch that one, or was this before you made it over to the venue?
I was looking here or there because we were scrimming and warming up at the time. So, I saw that G2 looked pretty solid from what I saw. Good job, Jazzo and Rizzo.
shout out to Cloud9 for the
it.
scrims beforehand.
Yeah, we scrimmed them beforehand, so maybe that's the key. We scrimmed each other.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
Yeah.
made it work.
hype each other up.
We saw Chaussette with the air dribble bump on Squishy in one of those games.
Squishy,
was that
Squishy.
was that tilting for Squishy at all?
It's just tilting, seeing how much he can make a solo play out of nothing. You're just oh, we're fine. And then Chaussette gets the ball and he double taps it on you, and it's pretty annoying. But we know that if we could shut that down, we can definitely. Oh, Fruity's right behind me.
Oh,
That scared me for a
Fruity's,
sec.
don't
Yeah, we know
don't
we
disclose
can
the
shut that
strats.
down.
Look at him.
He's
Blame
still
with
all
Johnny Z.
smiles despite the loss. So we'll be seeing
What a man.
Frontline. They'll be in the top 6 regardless.
Yep.
Because they did win yesterday as well. So every team that played so far on the stream today will be in the playoffs tomorrow.
Mhm.
But this is all for seeding. And if you come last or if you come third, the lowest qualifier, you have to play through losers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is much harder.
Confident going into tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we're doing pretty well, and
Yep.
we've improved throughout the week. The brick series is definitely sloppy,
Mhm.
and I think we got a little better in that one for sure.
You're looking to get on the couch again. Come hang out with the boys.
I'm down. Maybe
Yeah.
a little later though.
Yeah.
Get the
Like, give myself a
shades back
break.
on. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually don't know where they are. I think I left them in the hotel, so
I
might
got
have
a
to get new
backup
ones.
pair just for you.
Probably
Let's
plenty
go.
more. But here is the groups right now.
Looking clean.
So the two losers from yesterday in Group A, Vitality and NRG, will be playing next on stream.
Mhm.
And the loser of that will be out. No playoffs for them tomorrow. And then after that, we'll have the Bricks versus Rogue. Again, loser of that is out. But the winner of those two matches will be playing against Dignitas in Group A, Frontline in Group B for the upper bracket placement tomorrow. So really, actually, every match here today is really important. This format does not have any games where nothing is on the line.
NRG Vitality Torment prediction.
That's actually pretty crazy that one of them is going to be out already.
They always
Yeah, I'm
play each other, don't
disturbed.
they?
Every time.
early.
Yeah, I'm not
The
too
wor-
sure about that one
World
because
champions
they both obviously
Turbo.
lost to some. Who did Vitality lose to again? I forget.
Dignitas.
Dig. Yeah, it's hard to predict that one, especially with Turbo now. It changes everything
Comes
compared to the
above.
matchup that we always saw with Fire. So I'm not sure. I think it'll be a close one. Might edge it out to Vitality, but I'm not sure.
We'll go for energy.
NRG.
NRG
So you
as
played
well.
them yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you think that they were playing quite well? You guys just had their number?
Yeah, I thought they were playing well.
I thought they were playing well, except for the lack of experience on land together.
Besides the Turbo own goals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Turbo's
think,
on
I think
hold,
Turbo
might
was
be.
a little off kilter. I think give Turbo a little time and they'll be good.
There were just a few little mistakes that kind of just turned the series.
Have
in
they
our
been
favor.
playing well in streams?
Oh yeah.
Inside?
Even with
Looking
Turbo
good.
on EU ping, he's playing really solid.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good at adapting around Justin and Garrett because Justin's all over the place, right?
Yeah.
But Turbo's doing a really good job with that, even though he's 120, 140 ping.
So do you see this new NRG lineup going further, perhaps? Getting those
Potentially winning an
land
event.
wins?
Yeah, not
winning
getting
an
second
event.
place
Yeah,
again.
further than second, which will be first.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Yeah.
Because it's something we've talked about before. Is I think this might be what they needed to actually land a trophy in their case.
What about Rogue later on? Do you guys think they can pull it out the bag against the Bricks? But you played the Bricks yesterday.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
The
that's not
Bricks
that
were
far.
playing well. I would say they were playing well. They're actually a really solid team.
Speed did say that you guys played terribly though, and still won.
So we
That's
played
a very
terribly, but we
speed
still
thing.
won.
Yeah,
That's
he
a very
said that.
Yeah, he
speed
told
thing
me
to
the
say.
series was the worst series he's ever seen. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't pretty. I mean, from my point of view, it wasn't pretty. So you might be right.
My thing about Rogue is they always pull out some crazy wins, out of nowhere. Like Leipzig earlier this year, they pulled out a 3-0 sweep against Savage, who later become Barca, and ended up doing really well in EU League play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing happened at Worlds, where they pulled out some really, really good series. So
Yeah.
if they're on it, if AJ actually got to sleep this time and then fall asleep on a beanbag, then
Well, we've got some exciting matches coming up. Obviously, NRG Vitality up next. Thank you to Jarzo, Rizzo, and obviously Torment. Good luck tomorrow for you guys, and we'll be right back after this short break.